2, 3, I think, cohorts. And for that, we also say thank you. And also, let me acknowledge, appreciate, celebrate also the IOM for its leadership in project implementation, technical guidance, and the support that you all provided. Also, our chief guest, let me appreciate the active participation of all the 5 project countries and their dedication to strengthening this very important regional security.
So,
from our end, we want to urge
this
all
program,
the
the
participants to
Export
engage actively, share
Control and
openly,
Border Security
and
Program
collaborate
is a
thoughtfully
program under
and
the
move
US
with this
Department
agenda
State
in a way that then will
Bureau
become
of
an
Arms
benefit to
Control
all
and
of us.
Non-Proliferation.
Let me also
And
solicit
they
continued
have also
support from the donor.
co-sponsored this
I
workshop.
use Bureau of
I will
Arms
therefore
Control and
invite
Non-Proliferation, the
Ms.
US
Sarah
Embassy,
Welsh,
and
who
also
is
affirm
who is
the
an
Kenya School
advisor
of Government support
at the Bureau of Arms Control and
popularization and
Non-Proliferation from the US
implementation
Embassy.
of a
Sarah,
very national roadmap that we have as a country, and where then the same will be extended to other countries. And let me conclude by thanking again, once again, our Principal Secretary for the partnership, for the collaboration, and especially through the
Good morning.
BCOCC,
I'm Jumbo.
Border Management Secretariat.
Dr. Raymond Omolo, Principal Secretary,
support.
State Department
And from
for
our end,
Internal
once
Security
again,
and National
I want to take this
Administration, and
opportunity
of
to
course,
welcome
Chairperson
all of you
the
to Kenya School of Government.
BCOCC.
Please
Professor
feel free,
Nura Mohammed, the
enjoy your
Director
stay,
General of the
and
Kenya School
appreciate
of
the
Government.
program. Please share as much
Mr.
as
Nyanyo,
possible.
thank
For
you
us
for
at the
being
Kenya
here,
School of
and Mr.
Government,
Namdi
through our
Wara,
Security Management
the Senior
Institute,
Regional Thematic
we will
Specialist
continue to
for
endeavor
IOM,
our
and to all of our
collaboration
distinguished
to
guests
fight
and
against all
colleagues
these,
who have
the
traveled far.
aspect of
Thank you
violent
so much for
extremism
being here.
and other
It's really a pleasure to join you
dangers
for the
out there,
capstone
including some of
workshop
these
of what has
emerging
been
technologies,
a long-running,
cybersecurity.
robust
And with that,
regional
therefore,
project.
appears we have also established
I want
a
to
very
thank, I
specialized
want to first
institute referred to as the
congratulate all
Regional
of you
Center of
on the great work that
Competency
you've done, as
for
we
digital
heard, to
skilling and
develop
artificial intelligence for the public sector, and as well as also as Artificial Intelligence Research Center of Excellence that then will counter the cybersecurity, not just in Kenya, but also in the region. Once again, welcome to Kenya School of Government. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you so much, Prof. We feel at home now that you've officially welcomed us. Chief guest, sir, I had mentioned that our guests were on their way, and we are pleased that they have arrived safely. We apologize for the delay. I mean, Nairobi is a very busy city, and you are easily, if you don't know your way around, you will get those challenges. So, sir, allow me to just invite the 5 or the 4 country delegations that are part of this workshop. And that is the Central African Republic, we have Madagascar, Namibia, and Somalia. Just to introduce yourselves. For those who need translation to French, French is on channel 2, so that you don't miss out. So we'll begin with the Central African Republic delegation. Just your name, your IT. Yeah.
Bonjour, c'est Monsieur Hervé Zouaka.
Kindly, for the English speakers, you can put on your translation gadgets.
Bonjour et bonne année. Monsieur Hervé Zouaka, secrétaire général du ministère de l'Intérieur et de la Sécurité publique de la République centrafricaine, secrétaire technique permanent du comité de suivi, de coordination de suivi de la réforme du secteur de sécurité, l'assistant du ministre de la Sécurité en République centrafricaine qui me charge de transmettre ses sincères salutations, ses vœux les meilleurs de l'année, d'abord au gouvernement du Kenya pour l'invitation et les sincères remerciements de la République centrafricaine aux organisateurs qui ont bien voulu, qui ont accepté d'inviter la République centrafricaine pour ce grand carrefour d'échanges, de partage d'expériences, des leçons apprises, des bonnes pratiques, afin de permettre à la République centrafricaine de procéder à la mise en œuvre, de l'aider dans ce sens pour la question de la sécurité aux frontières. Je ne veux pas faire un discours parce que nous aurons le temps d'échanger avec vous. On veut aussi apprendre de vous. Et voilà, merci beaucoup et nous voulons les meilleurs de l'année 2026.
Merci beaucoup, monsieur. We'll now move to Madagascar. There's another delegate. So
Yeah.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much. Good morning. We are quite a big delegation. My name is Aisat Taka, in charge of projects. IOM Central African Republic. I'm with my colleague here. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ben Mohammed, project assistant IOM, focal point on Amida's project. Thank you very much.
are we done with the Central Africa? All right, thank you. I'll now invite Madagascar delegation.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. For the delegations, we are two. Unfortunately, we don't have a representative from the government, given that we had a political crisis in our country, and we're still setting up things. My name is Benedict Emmanuel Miago. I work for IOM Madagascar, project manager. In charge of the operational and technical supervision of this project. And within this framework, I support the implementation of different activities linked to border security, maritime security, mapping of vulnerabilities, and also strengthening coordination within different agencies. Thank you very much, and we're very happy to be amongst you, not only to share experiences from Madagascar, technical experience with regard to the implementation of this project, but also to learn from other countries with regard to challenges within the framework of the regional context. Thank you very much. Good morning. Happy New Year. My name is Takid Jo, project assistant, IOM Madagascar. I work in collaboration with Madame Benedict. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'll invite the Namibian delegation. Namibia. Okay. I think Namibia speaks English.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Daniel Nelumbu. From the Ministry of Home Affairs, Immigration, Safety and Security. I'm heading the IT division within that ministry.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I am Daneling Ngaris. I am the Director of Immigration and Border Control. I am in charge of entry points throughout the country. And Namibia is honored to be here. We are here to learn from other countries on security matters, but we are also here to share our experiences that we have gained so far through managing immigration. I thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Lucia Stefanos, Senior Project Associate, IOM Namibia. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We are through with Namibia. I'll now invite Somalia, the Somalia delegation.
Good morning all. My name is Ali Abdirazak. I am from IOM Somalia Mission, National Program Officer, Immigration and Border Governance. The delegations from the government of Somalia have not traveled. Their trip has been cancelled. So that's also additional information. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning. My name is Prestige Murima. I am the Deputy Chief of Mission for IOM Somalia.
Thank you. I will also take this or use this opportunity to introduce the Kenyan delegation. All Kenyans who are here, apart from the chief guests, it's your turn to introduce yourself. We'll begin with IOM Kenya, maybe. Tabitha, you'll assist me there to introduce your team. Just a quick introduction. The KSG team, Kenya Security Management Institute, I see director there. It'll be an opportunity to introduce yourself. Yeah.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm Tabitha Kimanzi from IOM Kenya, Immigration and Border Governance Unit. I've been supporting the implementation of this Express program. With me, we have our team, which will be very fast. We have my colleague.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Barbara Andeso, Senior Program Associate, IOM Kenya.
Phil, who is doubling as our cameraman too.
Good morning. My name is Philemon Mayeko, Senior Program Associate, IOM Kenya.
And over to Siripa.
Hi, good morning, distinguished guest, Siripa Anantawong. I'm a program officer for IOM Kenya. I have my self-introduction in French, but unfortunately I don't know the reading, so I can't read anything besides Jumapel Siripa Anantawong. And I hope to continue converse with you in French later on. Alex?
Good morning. I am not from any of these countries. I represent IOM Washington, D.C., and my name is Alec Bates. I'm a National Thematic Officer who was involved in the development of the project in coordination with EXPIS and work closely with a lot of the teams. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome. I'll now hand over the mic to the SMI, Security Management Institute, Kenya School of Government.
Yes, sir. My name is Humphrey Mokaya. I'm the director of the Security Management Institute, and I have my small team here. I'll ask them to introduce themselves.
Good morning, Chief Guest, Dr. Raymond Omolo. My name is Paul Chayuga from the Security Management Institute.
Good morning, sir. My name is Terry Murugi from Kenya School of Government, the Security Management Institute.
Good morning. My name is Stanislaus Mukaye from Security Management.
Good morning. My name is Martha Kemunto from the Security Management.
Thank you, SMI. Okay.
Good morning, all. Good morning, our chief guest, PS Dr. Raymond Omolo. My name is Ramadan Yusuf Jilo, Security Management Institute.
Thank you. We are done with the SMI?
Good morning, all. I'm Tabitha Kemunto, Communication Officer, KSG.
Okay.
Good morning. My name is Sharon Gina, Corporate Communications, KSG.
Good morning. My name is Martha, a Corporate Communication, KSG.
Thank you. All right. So I thought that introduction was necessary so that you appreciate the diversity of participants in this workshop. I will also now invite the Secretary, BCOCC, and the head of the BMS is also a member of the Kenyan delegation, to introduce himself and invite the chief guest to address us. Thank you. Welcome, sir. Sorry. I've been reminded that there's a delegation I've forgotten to introduce. That is NCTC. Wow. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Eunice Jenga. I work for the Kenya Revenue Authority, specifically the training school, and we partner with IOM and US in doing a lot of projects. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Samuel Kinyanjui.
I work also with KRA. I'm at border control and enforcement. We are very critical in terms of the border security. I'm based at Kilindini Port, one of the major entry points within Kenya.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. I am Sangale Njiroloi from the National Counterterrorism Center, and I work under the branch of prevention and resilience. Thank you.
All protocols observed. Our chief guest, good morning. My name is Peter Chiboy from the National Counterterrorism Center, NCTC, under a branch called the Training, Research and Development. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, NCTC. Thank you, KRA. Sorry for that anomaly. So, sir, Mr. Nyayo, I think we've had all introductions. You can now.
Thank you so much, my brother Jim Wafula, our chief guest. I know time is not on our side, but quickly, let me appreciate all the delegations that are already here. And of course, thank Sarah and IOM for enabling us to be here today. My name is Kennedy Inyaio, Secretary in charge of border management. We coordinate all operations in all our ports of entry and exit. And our chair is our chief guest. So we'll have an opportunity to listen to him. So quickly, I may also introduce two officers that I work with at the Secretariat. Of course, Jim has already introduced himself, he's our MC, and Dr. Odongo is also a part of the Secretariat. So without further ado, may I request our chief guest to come and speak to us. Kindly, sir, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Kennedy, the Secretary for the Border Management Secretariat. In the absence of Professor Mohammed, so we have Dr. Mukaya, the head of the Institute on Security Management. Our friend who is standing in for the Chief of Mission, Namdi, together with Sarah Welsh from the U.S. Embassy, our friends and heads of delegations and the delegations from Central African Republic, Madagascar, Namibia, as well as Somalia, the Kenyan team, which is playing host, both from the different government agencies that are responsible for border management, as well as the missions that are in the country. Good morning. Good morning once again. Let me say Happy New Year, even though it's the 20th of January. It's still Happy New Year for all of us. And this, to me, is one of the first major events that we are having as we begin the year. And I must appreciate our two main partners, that's IOM and the U.S. Embassy, for partnering with us to ensure that we have this 3-day program, which will support or go a long way in helping us address the challenges on management of our borders in terms of security and also being able to counter transnational threats. We will have an opportunity to share a lot of experiences from the different countries that are present. And I'm sure at the end of the engagement. At the end of the workshop, we will be much more better coordinated in terms of information, but also in terms of just better management of our security. And taking it from Welsh, in terms of economic security as a priority towards ensuring national security, which is the position of the US government. And as a country, we fully associate with that particular perspective, that if we don't address the challenges or that come with economics, it's very difficult to secure our nations. So it's my honor to join you today as we officially open this important regional workshop on strengthening border security and also countering violent extremism. At the outset, I want to commend the IOM for convening this timely forum and for the strong partnership that we continue to enjoy. I would also want to convey our appreciation to the US State's Department on the Department of State through the Export Control and Border Security Program for the support, both financial and technical, that has sustained this initiative since late 2022 to date. And I'm sure as we'll be sharing the experiences, we'll be able to take stock of some of the progress that has been made by the different countries and the different teams that are responsible for border management in the different nationalities that are represented here. Now, this collaboration reflects the international solidarity required to address transnational security threats. Let me assure you that the national government and the people of Kenya remain fully committed to the objectives of the export control and border security and to all initiatives that strengthen our border security. And as the chairperson of the Border Control and Operations Coordinations Committee, I would want to reaffirm our full support to IOM, the US Department of State, and all partners as we advance to integrated border governance, we enhance detection and interdiction capabilities, and also to strengthen our interagency and cross-border coordination. Distinguished guests and participants, we meet at a time when the security landscape across the East, Central, and Southern Africa region is increasingly getting complex. The proliferation of small arms and light weapons, the persistence of violent extremism, and the growing sophistication of transnational organized criminal networks continue to threaten peace, stability, as well as development. These threats are not merely theoretical. They are evident in the movement of illicit weapons that fuel insecurity, trafficking networks that exploit vulnerable populations, extremist ideologies that target and radicalize our youth, and illicit financial flows that undermine economic growth and our governance systems. What makes these threats particularly serious is their transnational nature. Criminal and extremist networks do not respect borders, and on different fora we have had conversations about some of the challenges, particularly within the region. And these networks exploit the weaknesses in border management, the indigenous porous or the porous border crossing points, gaps that exist in our capacity to be able to detect, limited interoperability, weak interagency coordination, as well as loopholes that are legislative in nature. And the increasingly adaptive, leveraging technology and sophisticated methods to evade detection. So as we learn new techniques to be able to manage our borders in terms of movement, what we consider illicit, the criminals equally are not asleep. And as governments, as we try to do this, and generally governments are very bureaucratic, and that means it takes time for us to even get things approved. If it's legislation that we need to work through the rigorous processes that are involved, so that by the time we have some of this set up, the criminal networks are probably several steps ahead of us. So we are constantly playing catch up. And for me, this is the essence of this partnership and collaboration, so that in cases where we do not have to reinvent the wheel, we must be able to take them up and get running. Over the past 3 years, the EXBS initiative has delivered measurable results across the participating countries. In Kenya, the specialized training programs that have strengthened the capacity of frontline officers to be able to detect illicit goods and human trafficking. And the Kenya School of Government has been very instrumental in supporting us with this, whether it's the development of the various SOPs, the training of officers who are at our border control points, and even organizing forums such as the one that we are having today. Now, these are not merely technical achievements, as each intervention contributes to safer borders, disrupted criminal networks, and protected communities. They demonstrate what is possible when we pool knowledge, resources, and political commitment. However, we must acknowledge a key gap, that while each country has generated valuable operational lessons and tools through this project, this knowledge is not fully consolidated at the regional level. Effective approaches developed in one jurisdiction may not be sufficiently documented or shared with others facing similar challenges. So this workshop serves two core purposes. One is that we will jointly document, harmonize, and eventually validate a compendium of best practices that captures innovation, lessons learned, and effective approaches from our collective experience. Number two, the workshop provides a platform for peer-to-peer learning and candid exchange on what has worked, what has not, and possibly why, within a framework of trust and mutual respect. So as we undertake this work, we must ensure that our regional practices align with evolving global standards and frameworks. There are several such, beginning with the UN Security Council resolutions, the ICAO standards on passenger information, World Customs Organization Safe Framework, and Interpol data sharing tools, which are vital resources that we should be able to leverage on. So this workshop is also strengthened by the participation of global subject matter experts, including in risk management, non-proliferation, cyber forensic, and integrated border governance. And I'm sure we'll benefit a lot from the team led by Dr. Mukaya at the Security Management Institute. We have our colleagues from the National Counterterrorism Center who have done a marvelous work for this country in helping us deal with the challenges of terrorism, including terrorism financing. So I would want to reaffirm our commitment as a government to a robust border security and regional cooperation in countering transnational threats. Our borders are gateways for legitimate trade, travel, and cultural exchange, but there are also potential vulnerabilities that require constant vigilance. At the end of last year, as we were starting the new year, our president did make, in his State of the Nation address, and of course in his address to the nation, did reiterate or speak to the challenge that we are facing, particularly on illicit trade, which is impeding our fight on drug and substance abuse. So you find, for example, when you think of psychotropic substances, which come through our ports, which go through our borders, and the impact it's having on our society as something that is impeding or affecting our development as a country, but at the same time, the security threat that it poses to the nation. So ladies and gentlemen, I also take this opportunity to appreciate our development partners once again for their continued support. And through the committee that I chair, we've been able to achieve important milestones, including the establishment of joint operation centers at our key ports of entries and exit across the land, sea, and air, the capacity building that we've been able to undertake for our frontline officials, the development of the border security control program, curriculum, and the various study visits that we've undertaken, particularly with the United States Federal Law Enforcement Training Center, as well as the validation, which we did, of our border porosity assessment, and the provision of logistical support, whether it's equipment at our ports of entry or vehicles that facilitate our actions. Now, in line with obligations under the United Nations Security Council, Resolution 1540, which requires member states to adopt and enforce laws to prevent proliferation of nuclear, chemical, and biological weapons and their means of delivery to non-state actors, this program has actually supported us in the drafting of the Strategic Goods Control Bill 2025, which we expect its passage at the beginning of this year once our parliament resumes. Now, as we commence the deliberations, I want to encourage all of you to engage openly and constructively so that then we share these challenges for the benefit of our countries, but also in support of the work that we do on a day-to-day basis. Ladies and gentlemen, the security of our borders is inseparable from the security of our nations and the prosperity of our people. The work you'll undertake over the coming days will contribute directly to safer communities and more secure borders. I want to wish you productive deliberations and successful outcomes. Thank you, and once again, welcome. Karibu Kenya. Asanteni.
Pimple red alert? Wait! Don't panic. Catch it. New Garnier 8-Hour Pimple Patch.
Take a look at your money. Joining me to have that conversation this morning is an economist, and his name is Ndindi Nyoro. Good morning, and thank you for joining us this morning.
Morning to you, Mr. Gitoga. Thank you very much.
Good. Let's start with loans, because I grew up in an environment where I was made to feel like loans were literally, it's like taking, a stone, a very